there are some things you must do. You inhale, so you are connected. And inhaling and doing the breaths in the morning connects you to the moment. You will notice if you practice this, you're not going to be as dizzy or holding on to chairs and stuff to stand up, because you have already connected and released your body so that it's ready for the gravity to do its thing and for it to stand, and you won't be dizzy or lose your balance. At the end of the day, do that before you enter your bed, then you lie down. And you will feel almost like the breath is still strolling through your body. Now, if you want to really get action out of that, be grateful after those 2 big breaths. Be grateful in the morning. I am awake. I am here. I'm prepared. I am relaxed at night. I am filled. I'm going to have this amazing sleep. That's what you do. So, let us do our morning blessing. Now you understand the power of those 3 deep breaths. So you took a powerful step. Remember, the topic is how connected are you to your dream of living a fulfilled life? How thirsty you are for that? How hungry are you for that? How much you want to feel that fulfilled life? So, but you took a step though. You took an action. You took a powerful step. You wrote your dream down in your journal. You did. That alone is a declaration. It means you know your dream matters. You know that. But now we ask, what happens after that first step action? That first actionable step. What happens after you do that? You know it's important. I, Tessa-Marie, I desire to live a fulfilled life. So let me share a scenario with you. You meet with a friend, the one who suggested journaling your dream of a fulfilled life. That person, that friend that says to you, you know what, you should journal about the life you want, because I am doing it too. Would you like to do it with me? You both wrote your dreams down. And that was 5 days ago. So you wrote it down, you were excited, you said, I'm writing it down, I'm going to do this. This is a good way I can plan my future. But when you meet your friend today, something's different. Her dream has evolved. She's broken it into 5 categories, the 5 pillars of prosperity. She's already taken action on each one. And you looked on a little bit embarrassed. The only thing you've done is written it down, and it's not good enough. You feel jealous, maybe even a little resentful, and you think she's lucky. And you tell her, you're so lucky. But she looks you in the eye and says, it's not luck, it's dedication and consistency. And she pauses. Again, you shuffle your feet and you go, you do this. So all that emotion is piling up. The emotion is going up. It's bringing, because you're seeing she's telling you it has nothing to do with luck. Luck is not a program. Luck is something in the air, but it's not a plan. It's not an action. She said, no. She said, no. She's telling you, I'm dedicated to this thing. That's why I ask you, how connected are you to your dream of living a fulfilled life? How connected? So let us sit with that emotion that you have right now for a moment. Not to criticize ourselves, but to understand ourselves. We're not going to criticize this emotion ever. That you realize you're not consistent, you're not dedicated to it, you just think, oh, it will come. You are, according to the numbers that they show, sitting at 99% of the population. They say even more. It's barely 1% that are consistently dedicated and stay connected and to their dream goals of living a fulfilled life, especially that one. It's a big one. Jealousy is not a dirty word. It's just an emotion. You're jealous. It's not dirty. It's the emotion it evokes in you. Oh, she's better than me. She got it. And like every emotion, it's a signal. It is. It tells us what we long for, what we see, what you saw from your friend yesterday. When she said what she's done, I broke it into 5 categories to see, because I realized I need those 5 pillars to be working so I can live that life I desire. So she said she broke it down into that. And you look at it and you're thinking, again, she's gotten away with it. Jealousy is not, it just tells you what we long for, how to get it. The feeling of compassion is a cry from your soul saying, please don't abandon me. Let's do this. Compassion is something you have to have that will tell you, hey, it's not only sending it out to others, but to be compassionate to you for sitting here and saying, you know what, I have to do this. Compassion is my soul saying, take care of me. Let's get this done. And then it's all about us, that, our fulfilled life. It's not about the life of our children. There comes a time in the muddle and the responsibility, even when they're babies, you still have to live a fulfilled life, because otherwise no mother, no father, baby starves. So you're not insignificant on this journey at all. But there comes a time when you realize, I have not done anything for it, towards it. I'm not connected to my dream of desire to live that fulfilled life. And your friend puts her head together with yours, and there are 2 minds. And you wrote yours down, and then you left it outside for the elements to kill it. You took 1 step. You wrote it down. It's a good step. But you cannot complete a journey with only 1 step. You cannot see the end of where you want to travel, even in a car, if all you do is sit there and turn the light on. That says you have an intention to go. There's a story, a little riddle that somebody played once, 5 birds sitting on a tree branch. And one of the birds decided, I think I'm going to fly away. I think I'm going to fly away. How many birds are sitting on the branch? All 5. All it did was think. It did not fly away. So when you wrote it down, you started, but you didn't plan to complete it. So let's use this emotion for growth. Emotional prosperity begins with honesty. How am I feeling emotionally? Be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, what part of my dream do I feel disconnected from? What part of your dream you're not connected to? Which one is this? So you go back to that journal that you wrote, I desire to live a fulfilled life. Write that in your journal. You don't have to fix it yet. You just need to see it clearly. So what are you disconnected to? What part of your dream, goal, and desire are you disconnected to? The one that takes the blow amongst the 5 pillars and can be devastating as much as we think it does not really matter is our emotions. For one thing, they are connected to our 5 senses. Emotional prosperity entirely reacts on what we hear, we see, we smell, we taste, and we touch. So now that you heard your friend said, oh no, I am working on it. I broke it down into 5 categories yesterday. And these are my 5 categories. And you're sitting there, no, that emotion is, I'm not good enough. I did not try. That's what is being evoked right now. But all is not lost. Write it down and find out why are you disconnected from it? Are you afraid that living a fulfilled life is going to be too fantastic, too amazing? Are you scared you might not do that? Is it doubt that's bothering you? What is it? Your mind is your GPS. That's who is in charge there, the GPS. But a GPS needs a destination. So you put all this thing about this dream, you see yourself dancing a jig, running through the world, living healthy, your physical prosperity, and your finance and your spiritual, your balance, you love people, you respect them. But your GPS does not have the destination. Right now, yours is set to wishful thinking. You're wishing. You're wishing that somehow, by just sitting on the bank of this river and not going into the river to swim, you will get to the other side. Somehow, you're wishful thinking. You're equal to the woman at the river bank with a basket of laundry, sat patiently because they said that God would help her. So she sat there waiting for God to come to start rubbing the soap on the laundry and wash it in the river. The man passed by and said, you're there? She said, yeah, I'm waiting for God to come to start. He said, well, I'm going up the road to meet God in the garden because I know once I get there and I start, he will show up. On his way back, she's still sitting there. Wishful thinking. Take an action. It also tells you that God helps those who helps themselves. I don't get this. So why are we just wishing? It's time to reset it to active participation. Get your GPS to be active. Put it to work. Give it a job to do. It needs work. Give it a destination. Otherwise, you will end up anywhere. And in real life, the young man that I had to go to court to say to the judge, yes, he was there, was at home. He was sitting there being a young man, not having any plans because he's young. The world is his oyster. He's going to get better and bigger soon. His friend had a plan. He didn't know that. So when the friend called him and said, what are you doing? He said, I'm just hanging. He said, well, don't you come with me? I'm going up the road. I have something to get. And his friend got to the bank and told him to sit in the driver's seat. I just have to jump in the bank. And he went and he comes back and he's rushing out of the bank. And he says, and he drive. He drove the getaway car for a robbery. That wasn't his wind for that day. But he had not set his sail to capture the wind of his intention because he had no intention. So he got caught up in the wind of somebody else's intention. And I had to look at them both and say, this one is the one that came to hang up the bank or stick the bank up. And that one, somebody said he was the driver, the getaway driver. No plans, not a destination in mind. That's dangerous. So ask yourself this question: what does my fulfilled life actually look like in vivid detail? That takes a little bit of time. You will never get it right in the first writing. You will need to write it down and breathe and walk away and do it again tomorrow and the next tomorrow. A little bit at a time. It does not have to be 20 paragraphs every time. It does not even have to be a complete sentence. It could be a phrase that you just said. You know what? I know exactly what I want to look like physically. And you write a little bit. You might choose to work on the pillar of financial prosperity a little bit, but you're back at it tomorrow and you're dedicated to do it. You set time aside for it and you do it. What time do I wake up? What time do you wake up? Do you know? Or is it when there is a need for a mad dash to the washroom? Or when the alarm the snooze button is stuck, is not snoozing anymore? Who is in my life? Who am I participating with? What are the energy? Look at the young man, and the energy of the other person got him to go to juvenile. Come on. He lost like 3 years of schooling because of that. So he's at the back again. He's starting again at the back to get to where he has to go. So who is in my life? Put that down. And how am I contributing to me? How am I contributing to the world? What am I sitting at home and saying, I'm hanging, I'm chilling? You're not a bat. Why are you hanging upside down? You should be upright, ready to face the world. That's what we all have to be. What do peace, joy feel like in my body? What does joy and peace feels like in my body? Answer those questions. Mental prosperity starts by giving the mind something tangible to work with. Clarity replaces confusion. Vision replaces overwhelm. You cannot eat the whole damn apple pie in one sitting. You will get sick. Or better still, you can't have one of Nancy's sourdough bread in one sitting. No, you can't. Again, you'll not be feeling better. So a little at a time. So sometimes we need to breathe and pause. And when you have written some things down for that dream, goal, and desire of yours, there comes a time when you need to just relax a little bit, and take a deep breath for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Close your eyes if you can, and visualize your fulfilled life. Not a perfect life. Not a perfect life, because it's only going to need tweaking, but a meaningful one. Meaningful, guess to whom? To you. Not meaningful to your neighbors, not meaningful to your family, not meaningful to anybody except the person that's crying, hey, I'm in here, your soul. Meaningful life. Take 2 minutes. You can time it and just sit there, close your eyes and see it. See it. And then do something magical. I am saying do something magical. Attach a hook to that fulfilled life. Fish it. It's in the water. Put a hook on a string and cast it and draw it towards you. That's what you have to do. You must catch it. If you have this vision and this version of your fulfilled life and you're disconnected to it, the best way to do is to follow that 2 minutes of just pausing. Visualize it. And when you see it, you take your hook and you cast your hook and hold it and start to pull it down. No, don't expect it to come to you again in one big pull. Bring it closer, slowly, every day until it ends up in here. And that's when you'll be connected to it. So see yourself walking in peace. After that, you took action, smiling, loving, living. You are no longer reaching, you're creating. You're not going there now. You got this thing going. You add a little bit of spice over here, something over there. You're creating. You are aligned with that dream of living a fulfilled life. Breathe into the vision. Breathe in that vision. Breathe and feel, yeah. Let it become real in your spirit. Let it become real in your emotion. Feel the joy. Feel the love for it. Feel the contentment. Feel the peace. Feel the smile. See yourself in it. Remember, you still have the hook. And you have to pull it closer every day. Today, be the day that writing it down was no longer enough. today is, you know for sure, just writing it down is no longer enough. Let today be the day you took the next step, not for your friend, not to impress anyone, but because your soul said, we are ready to do the work. That's why you're doing it. Not because of anybody. We are ready. So there is a short thing you should do. If you can repeat it after me, then repeat it. If you can write it down, write it down. Whatever you do that. I'm sorry, but I get lessons from children a lot. A couple summers ago, Kylie was about 4, and she was in the backyard, and she was going to dance, and I was going to film her. And she goes, I am ready. And she starts. And I looked at her. She said, I'm ready, Grammy. Let's do this. And I filmed her, and she was dancing and twisting. And here we are. Repeat it. I am ready to move beyond that page and into the purpose. I am ready not only to write, but I'm going beyond that page to the purpose. That is why you went fishing for your fulfilled life and you cast your hook and it's attached to the rope. That golden, not any old rope, guys. See the rope as gold. See it as smooth. It's not going to cut your hand because you're pulling it. Don't pull it hard. Don't rush to get it. Go slow. You are ready. Push yourself. Stamp your feet. I am ready. Like that little girl. To move beyond the page and into the purpose. Your purpose. Why? And then you go, I honor my emotional truth and fuel my mental clarity. Remember, you were jealous of your friend. She had done the work, and the emotion is the truth telling you, hey, you know what? You need to give yourself some compassion there and do the work. My dream deserves action, not just ink, not just blue ink. Action. Give your GPS the destination. Describe the destination to the GPS. So your mind, who is your GPS, will say, oh, we are good. We got this. We can do this. Yeah. So this is what it's all about. The last thing is, today is the day you're going to take it down from writing, and now you realize writing it is not enough. I need to cast the hook. I need to give my brain the information. I need to do it for me, not for my friend. Not to impress the neighbors, not to impress anyone, but because my soul said, I have to live that fulfilled life. Yes. And then decides we are ready. Me and my soul are ready, just the two of us. And I am ready to move beyond that. You know, I am ready to move beyond the page and into the purpose. My purpose. Fix it. Change the words. But say, I am ready to take action. That's what you must do. I honor my emotional truth and fuel my mental clarity. My dream deserves action, not just ink. It deserves me to start taking action. So guys, that's today. Thank you for joining me this morning. And let's go make today meaningful.